K2 News. This is a breaking news alert.
Good evening. Thanks for being with us. After much passionate debate, Portland puts sit-lie in the past and passes a new plan to keep sidewalks clear, particularly from the homeless.
K2's Dan Tilkin is live at City Hall, where the council again debated pedestrian use zone. So, Dan, this time the council passed what it postponed doing last week.
Right, on a vote of 4-0 with Randy Leonard absent, they did vote unanimously to pass the new pedestrian use zone ordinance that happened just about 40 minutes ago. Now, under the old sit-lie ordinance, if I sat down anywhere here on the sidewalk, I'd be in violation. A judge tossed that out as against the law. Well, here's the concept under the new pedestrian use zone. The first 6 feet to 8 feet of sidewalk, depending on how wide the sidewalk is, that would be a pedestrian use zone. You could not sit or lie down there. But out here by the curb, this area, this is okay for people to sit down and lie down during the hours of 7 in the morning to 9 at night. But, you know, there was a bitter divide over whether this is the right thing to do. Jerry Longmore is used to being told he has to move.
Once a morning by some security rented cop. He ain't got nothing better to do.
But sitting where he's sitting is not against the law today.
Well, I am frustrated.
But some shop owners like Victoria Taylor, who's done business downtown for more than 30 years, is among the members of the Portland Business Alliance calling on the city to do something about people like Jerry.
When you allow people to sit and lie on the streets of downtown Portland, it really prevents the merchants from doing a good job, the tourists from having a good environment.
It unintentionally pits communities against each other.
Advocates for the homeless argue the city needs to concentrate on helping people get off the street instead of debating new laws that crack down on people who have nowhere else to go.
Aye.
Council members said the new law is the best way to balance competing issues. Warnings would be the first course of action for police who catch people sitting in a pedestrian use zone. Continued violations could equal a $250 fine. It is an emergency ordinance, and that means it goes into effect immediately. Police will not be writing tickets for 6 months. They're only going to be handing out warnings. This also only applies to the downtown area. It also applies to Lloyd Center and the Rose Quarter. Live in downtown Portland, Dan Tilkin, K2 News.
We'll follow that one, Dan.